Kind of day of which I dreamed since I was small.
Ralph, is there anything you'd like to sing?
That's why I'm not a voiceover performer.
What about you, Foley?
Yeah, Foley, did you want to sing a little something?
I'm good for it later when there's karaoke. I need the backing track. Are you kidding? That's a hard act to follow, folks. Would you want to follow that? No. My little pony, my little pony. Are you satisfied?
I wasn't paying attention. Do it again.
You only get the one. Favorite episode?
Dog and Pony Show. I don't know. It's so much fun to be dragged into the mines by a bunch of dirty dogs and asked to dig up stones. Isn't it?
Did you have children in the audience, you realise?
Well, it did happen.
There was actually a question in here. They were quite keen on you whining if you would be so kind.
I take umbrage. Ladies, do not whine. This is whining. I was complaining. Complaining is completely different than whining, which I do not do.
So this is a question for both of you. How much experience in general acting do you need to really get into voice acting? How do you sort of bridge the gap in styles between the two? How does your approach differ between voice acting and, say, stage acting or film acting?
I mean, they're so different. It's so different being on a film set and being in the studio. I think it's quite a different experience. But I think they're both, like, I find that they can both be equally as difficult. Like, I work just as hard in the studio as I do live on a set. I think you put so much energy into it. And so, I don't know, Tabitha, what do you think?
Well, you have to be stiller as an on-camera performer. I don't really feel too qualified to do. It's very different doing stage. Obviously, you need to be able to project, and that's a very different, kind of much more open-hearted. Like, it's a much more a give-out thing, and I think in film you sort of it's more sort of you're in a receptive state. And voiceover, you bottle yourself. So you don't send, even though your energy might be flying all over the map, you have to be just in front of a microphone. So it's a sort of a contained madness, and it creates incredible tension in your body. So you can just end up aching like a pancake. But the tension, the amount of tension that you keep, and the amount of focus that you keep and the ball of rolling laughter that you never let out, because you let the audience let it out, is the thing that sort of differentiates, I think. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's very serious work. There is no laughing ever.
There is no laughing. We don't laugh in the studio because nothing is funny. We say the words as they are on the page, and we do not hit the microphone, not even with our hats.
This is a question from another child. If you could voice another character from My Little Pony that you don't voice, who would it be? P.S. You guys are awesome and talented. Smiley face, heart.
This question. Okay. I know that you are a young person asking, but it's a little bit like saying, whose husband would you like to marry? Whose voices roll. Sometimes the roles will drop away from someone and you do get them, and that's a different sort of circumstance, but generally speaking, I'm not gonna, if I said I want to play Twilight Sparkle, can you imagine the fallout?
Say it, I want to see the fallout.
Fallout Equestria.
I've been sitting on this question for a while.
There's the lie.
Sorry. Angel Bunny is my favorite vaguely evil rabbit in the show. Ralph, how do you get yourself in character for this?
I call up Vincent Tong, and I get him to do it for me.